What's going on, guys? Tyler Hyrchuk here, filling in for Jimmy. And we got a fun little show for you today. My guest today has posted over 42,000 tweets, is a fellow June baby. What's up? And if we convert her middle name to Canadian, it's Skilometers. It's Amber Smiles Jones.
I love that. I had no idea I had that many tweets. Wow.
Yeah, it's impressive, honestly. If you do the math, you've been on, I think you said you were on Twitter since 2009, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like around when it first came out, around that time.
Right. So, quick math: 41,000 divided by 14. I don't know, like 3,000 a year, maybe.
Yeah, we'll go with that because I'm great at math. No, I have no idea. You could have
Great.
said green, and that would have been a good answer for me as
All
well.
right. Well, green might be one of the answers, so keep that in your back pocket. Here's what's going to happen today, Amber. We're going to talk the KYN 7 of the top news stories of the week that are stupid, fun, or weird. I'll get your reactions and I'll ask you questions along the way. Now, guys, send your super chats to get your question or statement read on the air. And if you don't want to donate through YouTube or you can't catch the show live, go to kynchat.com and you can leave a question or statement anytime that we'll read on the air. All right, you ready for story number 7?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Reported by WSBT, a woman in Marshall County, Indiana, went for a job interview at the local sheriff's department. Now, keep that in mind. That is important. Unfortunately, she ran into a problem and she did not get the job that she was interviewing for. What do you think the problem might have been, Amber?
The problem is why she didn't get the job. Did she go to the wrong interview? Maybe that could be a thing.
That absolutely could be a thing.
Wrong building or just
I'll-
wrong job in general.
Honestly, those all would have been better things. Joel, can you throw up a picture? She showed up drunk.
Oh, yeah, looks like it. Looks like it.
39-year-old Nicole Sniadecki was arrested for driving under the influence. The police captain, Jeff Snyder, had observed her slurred speech and the smell of alcohol on her breath, and she admitted to driving drunk and failed a breath test. Now, keep in mind, I said she went for an interview at the local sheriff's department.
No. Oh, I missed that part. that is the worst time to be drunk.
And so she got taken straight to a jail cell, and then her cash bond was $1,500.
I got to tell you, that's a really crappy interview to go in for a job and come out with bail. Like, what?
Exactly. But to be fair, like they could have also used her mugshot as an employee photo, like a ID photo.
That's facts. It's just a shame that she had to pay for her own interview that she didn't even get to take.
Exactly. And I'm not sure if her lack of eyebrows had anything to do with her not getting the job either, but that's splitting hairs.
That's funny you say that because the first thing I noticed was her lack of eyebrows. I felt like a
there we
horrible person. Go. Oh my God. It's giving Peter Griffin without the glasses.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
On to story number 6, reported by the Gazette Review. Now, I think we've all experienced unsolicited phone calls from telemarketers and scam calls. Would you agree?
Oh, too many. Yes.
Yes. Now, there's a company out of Monrovia, California called the Jolly Roger Telephone Company, which I love the little like pirate, Easter egg. And they created a solution to fight back against scammers and telemarketers. What kind of solution do you think they came up with?
And they're called the Jolly Rogers. I wonder if the name has anything to do with what happened here. Maybe some hacking involved. God, what could did they make them walk the plank? What?
Yes,
over the phone. Them some booty, but like money.
Yeah. Yes. Offered them ass over the phone, and then they
give you some ass if you stop calling me.
Actually, so they used AI. They created this artificial intelligent bot that keeps scammers on the phone with small talk until they get tired and they hang up. Now we've got a little audio clip here. Joel, if you want to throw that up.
Okay. Yeah. Like, ma'am, do you have a remote control in your handy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like, so interesting. Speaking of TV, did you know I just won a local talent show? It's so much fun. What's your favorite talent show on TV? Maybe we can chat about that while you tell me more about this cable box upgrade.
I watch American premium movie channels only.
That's so exciting. You know, I just...
That is crazy. Have you guys heard about that woman on... Actually, I watch a few YouTube channels where they do that kind of thing where they waste scammers' times or even find them. But IRL Rosie is like one of my favorite ones. She's like a voice actress and she plays all these characters messing around with the scammers, and I love it.
I love that. Oh, it's so satisfying.
It really is.
I've seen a lot of videos like that, and then the scammers get pissed off.
Yeah, like on Scammer Payback. Oh, that's the best.
And it's like, you were trying to scam thousands of dollars out of me, and I wasted 5 minutes of your time.
Worth it, you ask me.
Freaking out. So the software basically redirects calls from numbers with bad reviews to their answering service, and it records all the conversations that it answers, and the phone owner can see and hear all of them on the company's website. So it's like creating content at the same time. And so supposedly the owners actually appeared on Shark Tank, but they didn't get a deal. And the feedback was that telemarketers, if they knew of the services, they would change to new numbers, if that makes sense, when they would get targeted. So like, there's no point in investing in it. But I mean, it seems like it's working.
I mean, yeah, because they're just going to switch up numbers. It's I don't even know if there is a way to really combat these annoying ass scammers. Sometimes I have fun with them. I usually, when I pick up, because I live in Georgia, right? So I answer the phone, Atlanta Metropolitan Police Department, Cybercrimes Division. How can I help you? And they usually hang up. It works. And then they take my name off the list sometimes. Sometimes it works.
Hell yeah. I got to start doing that. That is very smart.
Free tip for all of you.
Free tip. And that sounded really like legitimate too. It didn't sound like an AI.
You see what I'm saying?
Which is scary.
I guess that works out since I'm a person.
It does. Yeah, fair. All right, guys. A reminder, guys, to get your super chats in if you have a question or statement you want read on the air. If you can't catch the show live, go to kynchat.com, leave a contribution at any time, and we'll read your question or statement on the next show. On to story number 5. All right, we're back. Police sheriff related story reported by WFLA. A man in Polk County, Florida, called police to report a crime, a big bad crime. He said that someone vandalized his black Jeep Cherokee by covering it in white paint. Now the sheriff's deputy showed up, and what happened next?
Okay, so it's Florida. It can be a plethora of random things that you wouldn't suspect. Maybe it wasn't white paint. Maybe it was covered in liquidized meth. We don't know. Okay, I on my podcast, I have discussed many crazy things in Florida, and a lot of people enjoy public masturbation. Maybe it was that. It's Florida. It could be anything.
Funnily enough, you're actually warm with the whole masturbation.
Oh my God.
Not that end though. Can you throw up the picture there, Joel? It was bird poop.
Oh, thank God, because that photo right there, it looks like I might have been right about the masturbation.
Right? I mean, the height of it kind of works out.
Right.
How did the birds spray it like that?
Maybe somebody put was there laxative in the seed they were getting and their ass exploded? I don't know. This is crazy.
That almost looks like it's like a graffiti tag. Like they have bird poop in a shaker can or whatever.
Can you imagine what it would take to get all the bird shit just to do that? That's too much.
But in Florida, I could see somebody collecting bird shit for a prank.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. What do you mean?
So the Polk County Sheriff's Office had fun with it on Facebook, and they turned it into a meme. The meme that you saw there. Because how else to connect with the youth? By making memes.
I love a good meme.
On to story number 4, reported by 7news.com.au. For the heck of it, I'm going to throw on an Australian accent. Apologies to all the Australians listening. There's an art and music festival in the Australian state of Tasmania called Dark Mofo. They put up a sign at Hobart Airport in Tasmania to promote the festival, but it got a lot of complaints and was removed after one day. Did you understand anything I just said?
I did, and I got to tell you, I was kind of blown away by the accent. It wasn't half bad, I got to tell you.
Thank you. So they put up a sign to promote the festival. What do you think the sign said?
Oh, man. So it said Dark Mofo?
That was the name of the music festival, yes.
Wow. What was on the sign? Enter through the rear. It's safer. I don't know.
Come in the back door. Throw it up, Joel. It said, welcome to hell.
Oh, Well, there you go.
I would argue that there was great promo, but a lot of people didn't like it.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of fun, judging by the 3 women waiting for their bags. It's not exactly a party city, I guess, you know?
Not at all. Now, the creative director of Dark Mofo, named Leigh Carmichael, says it was a tongue-in-cheek promotional sign and says that the complaints are an overreaction. Would you say it's an overreaction?
I say it's perfectly reactatory, the way that it came. That's the perfect way. I just made up that word, by the way.
I'd look it up. I believe you.
Reactatory. Look it up.
Now, I actually have a buddy from Hobart, and I think that Welcome to Hell probably isn't far off from what I've heard from him. So, I mean, maybe it's appropriate.
There's actually a place here. I think it's in Michigan. I think it's called Hell, Michigan. We have a city in the States that's called that. So, and I think that's their little, when you go into a state, it says, welcome to, it actually does say welcome to hell.
I love that. Accent done. I love that. There are some great ones up in Canada too. There's Dildo, Nova Scotia, maybe.
I gotta go to Dildo. Because why not?
And of all names in Northern Ontario somewhere, there is a town called Swastika.
Oh, I don't think I want to visit. Do they understand what's happening?
I mean, maybe they just keep it for, I don't know, for tourist purposes.
Well, you just given me a whole new idea for an episode. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. On story number 3, this one's reported by Unilad. Now, we've had stories before on the podcast about Twitch and OnlyFans models, and they make money in weird ways. I mean, I would argue for some people, selling feet pics may not be weird, or used underwear, or even pictures of their armpits. Now, there's yeah. And I've heard of people too, streamers, that will actually make sure to take photos and like have their feet and armpits covered.
Really?
Because they don't want to give away free content.
Wow. Well, I have nice ankles. You think there's like a I might want to get into that.
There is.
Ankle porn. Wow.
There is a market for it.
Nice. I love my tapers, man. They look great.
Now, there's a popular streamer that might have topped them all with what they do, and they claim between $10,000 and $15,000 by doing this particular thing on stream. What do you think it might be?
Oh man, the internet is vast. It could be a 2 girls 1 cup situation. God, hope not. That was gross.
It's slightly more PG.
Oh, okay, thank God. All right. Maybe because there's so many different types of fetishes out there. Does it have anything to do with balloons or condiments or sheep? I don't know.
Great,
oil.
interesting thought process. Balloons, condiment, sheep. I know more than one person who has a condiment phobia.
Really?
Yeah, which is wild. Anyways, so balloons, condiments, sheep, none of the above. We have pictures here, Joel, just sleeping on stream.
People do that on TikTok and they make so much money. I don't understand why this is a thing.
Which is insane. And I saw in the top right corner, it says top gifter. And for a second, I thought that said top grifter. And I was like, that's appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is ridiculous. So, okay. So up here, it says heartbeat. Are they like, is that like her name, or are they like tracking her heartbeat? What the hell?
The name is Amaranth, actually. And they're a popular streamer. They've been doing, there's another picture there. Plus 1 extra hour of sleep.
What?
So you have achievements? It's like, what the hell?
This is such a monumental waste of money. Why are people... Inflation is a thing. Why are you... What?
Exactly. And so it says on the side, every 20 subs is an additional hour of sleep. Wow. So is she going to she's like, I can't wake up yet because I have all these subs. I have to sleep.
She's going to have to put herself into a coma. Like, I don't understand. Also, where can I sign up? I want free money for sleeping. I love to sleep. I'm very good at it.
Now, just sleep with your ankles exposed, and that's a twofer.
Oh, we are going to make millions.
Now, if you went on Twitch and had like a unique stream outside of the ankle sleeping porn, what do you think you might do?
Oh, I can't do ankle sleeping porn. Darn. All right. Well, I know that there are people who are super into watching people eat. Like the ASMR, like, the people like that kind of stuff. So maybe like close-ups of me biting a burger. That was pretty sexy in the Hardee's commercials that we had down here. The little hot chick biting a fat burger. People seem to like that, so why not? I'll be burger girl. Let's do that. Eat meat.
That's a great slogan. Hot chick biting a fat burger. Like, just, I don't know. That just seems like a lot of fun on a t-shirt, maybe.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and have that one. Sell those shirts. I'll buy one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Or you could wear it on your stream while you're sleeping and showing your ankles. One more reminder, guys. Get in your super chats. If you have questions or statements you want read on the air, or go to kynchat.com, leave a contribution at any time, and we'll read your question or statement on the next show. On to report number 2.
All right.
Now, this one reported by a local paper of mine, the Toronto Sun. A passenger on Air France flight from Paris to Toronto made an unusual discovery while in the air and at his seat. What do you think he discovered?
Okay, this could be anything. Now, I used to be a flight attendant a long time ago, about maybe 30 pounds ago, and I found a lot of things in seats: an entire Big Mac burger, and an unopened bottle of Jack Daniels. I found a dirty diaper, so it could literally be anything. I'm gonna go with a wig. Let's go with the wig, Tyler. Let's do that. We're gonna go with wig. Final answer.
Okay. Wrong. It was blood. Joel, can you throw up the picture?
Oh, great. Biohazard. Love that.
So supposedly the carpet around this guy was soaked in blood.
Was there a murder on board? I don't understand. What?
Well, so an hour into the flight, he supposedly, those pictures, by the way, are from the passenger in question. And an hour into the flight, he kept smelling something. So he looked down and he noticed a red stain near his seat. And so his bag and belongings had gotten in contact with it, and the strap of his backpack was soaked. And so he claims that the flight attendant was just like, yeah, here's some wet wipes. Like, you clean it up if it's, spill. So he spent half an hour on his hands and knees scrubbing the floor. And he said that apparently the crew mentioned that a passenger had internal bleeding and infection on a previous flight.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That's a biohazard, man. What? Was this Florida Air? What's going on? What?
The fact that the flight attendant was just like, oh, yeah, here's some wipes.
That
above.
There could be like airborne pathogens now. Like, what?
If that happened when you were flying and someone was like, there's a mystery spill here, what do I do? How would you react?
I gotta say, like, I would have to take a look at it and see. Obviously, I'm definitely wearing gloves to touch it and see if it's sticky, what the consistency is. But if I see a thick red substance that has kind of like a metallic scent to it, clearly it's fucking blood. And then I would have to call the captain and say, hey, man, there's a puddle of blood back here. What the hell? And then he's going to have to take care of that and make those decisions. Because technically the flight attendants are the assistants of the FO and the CO, the first officer and the captain. So they're the ones who make the actual decisions.
Right.
I would just blame it on somebody else. Let them handle that responsibility.
I mean, yeah, that seems like the safest thing to do, honestly.
Yeah.
And the fact that the flight attendant was like, oh, it's probably from that guy who had internal bleeding from the last flight.
Yeah, he was just bleeding over. It's fine. It's just a crime scene. Don't worry about it. Like, what? God. How did he get internal bleeding? And how are you allowed to fly with internal bleeding?
Well, then my follow-up question is, how did the internal bleeding become external? I thought it meant that it's
internal, right? Wow.
And so if he didn't have any visible wounds, where was the blood coming out of?
Now listen, I have heard about people sticking things in places where they shouldn't. Maybe he did that and decided to leave it up there and let the turbulence do its job. I don't know. Things have gone left.
He definitely didn't pay attention to the safety briefing before. And he's like, where do I put this seatbelt?
Oh, not there, sir. Not there.
Oh, no, there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, I'm suing and I'm getting all the money I can from this airline.
Oh, man. On to story number 1 now. Reported by the Sydney Morning Herald, a private girls' school in Sydney, Australia called the Presbyterian Ladies College was forced to redesign a garden bed after drone footage captured an aerial view of it, which showed that there was a problem. I don't think this is a problem, but the school was like, we need to change this garden bed. What do you think the issue was?
Well, it's a drone, you said, right? The little flying things with the cameras and stuff.
That's correct.
Well, because it's going over a school, it could be a pervert. So I kind of get why they're like, I don't know. But where did you say where this happened?
Yeah, so it happened in Australia. And so
Australia.
the drone captured an aerial view of this garden bed, and the garden bed was the problem.
Oh, the garden bed was the problem.
So what was the issue with the garden bed where they were like, we need to fix that?
Snakes, spiders, kangaroos, whatever. Yeah, my accent's not very good. I tried.
Snakes, spiders, kangaroos, whatever.
All the above, actually. It was all of those things at one time attacking the garden bed.
So snakes is a slang for what the thing is. Joel, throw up the picture. It was shaped like a penis.
That's hilarious. How did they not see this before they created it?
The beauty is like this shape is more like a Pac-Man ghost almost. And they're like, no, we're going to put bricks here to make balls, a shaft, and a head.
Well, I mean, I'm concerned. It's going to be very difficult to turn and cough. Those balls are completely different shapes and sizes. It's not right.
Well, didn't you know, though, that they are different shapes? Different sizes, not really different shapes. But
I was like, shapes?
Yeah, no,
like, mine's a trapezoid.
They hang kind of like that.
Kind of like boobies. None of our boobs are the same size, so that makes sense.
Exactly.
Wow.
Look at us. We're getting very educational today.
Learning
so much about anatomy. So the headmaster named Paul Burgess said he was unaware that the garden had a distinct phallic outline during the design phase. And after seeing the drone pictures, the architects were brought in to make alterations, and they got it done within a few days. Can you throw the picture back up, Joel? They had to pay architects to fix that?
Yeah, I was like, why did it say architects? This is something that somebody 11 years old could do. All you have to do was just move the things and turn it. Just make it look like the actual shape of the dirt. Like, you don't even have to make a shape. You're not even utilizing the entire I have so many complaints. I want to speak to a supervisor immediately.
Because, like, on top of that, they would have saved 4 bricks if they didn't do that design. I honestly thought that it was the kids doing it.
Yeah, like a joke or something.
Yeah, but apparently not.
Did you see that Netflix show? Was it American? Was it Vengeance or something? There was like
American Vandal.
Vandal, yeah, I said Vengeance. Vandal. And there was like dicks everywhere. Were they a part of this, or did they just?
That would be great marketing for like the next season. But no, What a phenomenal show that was. Anyways, that was story number 1. So time flies when you're having fun talking about dicks and internal bleeding and getting drunk and going
my favorite topics.
A job interview. Thank you so much for hanging out, Amber. It was so much fun.
It was a good time. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell the people what you're doing and where they can find you.
Well, my name is Amber Smiles Jones, for those of you who weren't aware currently. I am a podcaster, YouTuber, content creator, stand-up comedian, all this stuff, but a real stand-up comedian, not just one of those people on TikTok who make funny skits. I get on stage, make you laugh on purpose. It's great. But if you want to check out the podcast, it's called Professionally Silly, and my YouTube channel is also called Professionally Silly, but the content's a little bit different, but it does explain the content provided. And I have a YouTube channel called Paranormal Blacktivity. I'm black. I talk to spirits. Let's get it going. It's perfect name.
Wow. What a portfolio. You're really busy.
Yeah, I'm out there chasing the dream, man, but those bitches run fast, so I'm a little winded.
Do you have any shows coming up that you can promote, or?
Not yet, but I am getting myself back into the comedy arena, if you will. I took a little break for a little while to work, focus on some family stuff, but it's time to jump back in the ring. I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Well, definitely let me know at least. I mean, I'm not in the area, but would love to see some clips and stuff, and I'll check out the pod for sure. Both the pods.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That'll do for KYN Live for this week. Unfortunately, tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern for more news stories that are totally real, but usually quite ridiculous. Until then, Joel, press that button.